Breaking news, Bitcoin smashes through $72,000 on the upside move that it's making right now. In fact, it briefly crossed $73,000. If you guys were with me yesterday, you know that my two upside targets from yesterday have both been smashed through, right? Target one from yesterday was 69,894 and target two was 72,000, I think 005, just around 72,000, but we got up to 73. So we smashed through those targets. Okay, that was yesterday. I posted that. We are in some sort of a momentum move right now. I also posted a more in-depth update for members yesterday with a longer-term view of what's going on and how bullish this is and how this brings back my theory from February that I discussed with you guys. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Nothing goes down in a straight line. We always get bounces along the path, okay? And the timing I have for that is in the members area. However, what was the catalyst for this? Well, Iran reached out to the U.S. trying to come to peace, right? Which is being read as bullish for risk assets. That is why Bitcoin, which is considered the riskiest of risk assets, which it really isn't, but that's what it's considered. That's why it's going up now. But also, Trump announced the plans to create an insurance policy for shipments through the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is where all the oil shipments go. And of course, bombing Iran, oil prices jumped, challenges with the supply chain on oil, people freaking out. That insurance is to make sure that the shipments of oil do make it through the Strait of Hormuz to the United States and other countries. Whether that's accomplishable or not makes no difference to the market, who sees it as bullish. So what is the cosmic event that triggered this? We have Mercury making a semi-sextile to Pluto. Now, Mercury I don't really usually see as a financial planet. However, some of the information that Mercury puts out there has an impact, right? Well, this was information, right? We had Iran reaching out to the United States. That's communication. That's Mercury. And Pluto, power, money. Okay, so that's why this is happening at this moment in time. Okay, there are a lot of other aspects going on, but this is the one that helped trigger this moment of a break up in Bitcoin. Other astrology aspects that are influencing this: Venus making a sextile to Uranus, which promotes letting go and sudden change of values, change of opinions, change of points of view. Maybe they're deciding, it's not so great to have everything being blown up over here. Things like that can make you shift your perspective on things pretty quick. There's that. And also this afternoon, the moon enters Libra, which can be helpful to the idea of creating a peace deal. However, Libra, having known a lot of them very close, my son and my brother, Libras tend to learn through crisis. So they learn that they don't like the discomfort and now they want to bring things back into peace. All right, good. Okay, that's going to help lead to some sort of a peace deal over there. Potentially, we're going to hear something probably today that is peace focused. And me, like most of us and all of us who are human out here, we don't want to see the war. We don't want to see the people being hurt. So let us focus on the peace. Okay. Let us send positive energy to those people over there who are being, challenged and having big issues happen in their country. This is a real, we don't want that. Okay. We can send them love and peace. Okay. We can send them the energy because that's what we need. And also pray for peace because we have a window of opportunity here where that can happen. So this is really important. You can send that energy out and it is impactful. It does make a difference. So please, please do. Let's take a look at the chart. And there it is, what I was showing you guys yesterday. Also, other aspects that are taking place right now show me that somebody wants to see Bitcoin going up. Also, there's someone in the background who wants to see it going up. Probably they need to get some money out of it. However, this pattern here, it's a turnaround. It's definitely broken out of this channel. Okay, so it's going up. Now what we need to see is for it to come back and test. If it tests this level and goes higher, that's extremely bullish, but it could come back down to here and test it and go up and still be bullish. So we need it to test one of these levels in order to confirm that our breakout is real and that we are headed up to higher levels. Okay. So that's where we are right now with the crypto charts. And this is really important. So pay attention, watch it closely. I do have a strategy I'm going to be posting for members for the Friday call. And then also other news, BNY, Bank of New York, has been set to be the administrator of the Morgan Stanley proposed Bitcoin trust. So this is more institutional adoption. Trusts can have a huge appetite for investments. So this is also extremely bullish and a big case for the institutional adoption of crypto. So here's what I'd like to propose to you, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Yesterday, I said that I saw the potential for the Clarity Act to be adopted in March, even though all the experts are saying, no, it's not going to happen until summer or August at the earliest. Now, this rally, everyone's calling it a bull trap, that it's going to drop and that, this isn't real. Okay. However, if this is a rise before the signing of the Clarity Act, we could get a bump, a drop just before the signing. It could be that. So what do you think this really is? Because there's a lot of psychology involved in how these market moves happen. So what's your take on it? I have more detail on what the astrology is telling me about the timing and what could be happening here in March in the members report, in the members area, in the timing report for this month. So if you want more of that information, go check it out. You can find lots of stuff at Wright.media, plus the free Crypto SOS first aid kit that you can get just by subscribing to my newsletter. Talk to you later. Have a good week. Bye.